And Sherry asked me to do the welcoming and opening prayer today in celebration of Father's Day. And I'm very fortunate to be the father of two wonderful children and the grandfather to two grandchildren. And, oh, thank you. And my dad is looking down on me right now, reminding me of the wise words he said to me most of my life: mow your lawn more often and water it. And Dad, I'm going to get it. I'm 78. I'll get it pretty soon. So, okay, we have a special guest in the house, Mark Stanton Welch over here, who I met both this morning and online, and it was impressive. I was going to just memorize what he does, but it is such a long list. I'm going to have to read it. I'm sorry. He's here to provide music, a spiritual message, and his talk is The Art of Conscious Fathering. And for those of you that don't know Mark, this is a long list: singer, songwriter, performer, sound alchemist. I got to that word on his website, and he had me hooked right there. Vibrational healer, composer, spiritual mentor, facilitator of change, educator, and visionary. All of his creations support compassion, wholeness, personal spiritual evolution, and the manifestation of planetary oneness. He's an acoustic guitarist, keyboardist, percussionist. He was raised on folk music, world music, chant, sacred music, and of course my favorite, rock and roll. The power of sound and music is a building block of the cosmos and is interwoven in and through all of his teachings, sharings, and songs. But before we invite Mark to begin his presentation, let's welcome each other to this day of celebration. And so please stand or sit and greet your neighbor. And let me say hello to those who have joined us online. Good morning, and thank you for being here. And let's play our morning welcome video.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love.
Okay, so now let's move to the opening prayer, and please join me in prayer. And first, let's please invoke the presence of God to this wonderful room and this wonderful place that we attend on Sunday and this special day. Thank God, our Father, for this sacred time together and this beautiful day of celebrating fathers everywhere. We acknowledge the blessings and the gifts of the divine masculine in all of us. We affirm that this service is divinity guided and will empower, strengthen, and uplift each one of us. Thank our Divine Father for our deepening awareness and understanding of the truth of who we are, our divine nature. Thank you for the blessing of everyone present. Thank you for this container of love we call Unity of the Oaks. And so it is. Amen. Okay.
I know a cue if I've ever seen one. That was 1-1? All right. Good morning. We're going to sing together. This is a call and response song, so all you have to do is repeat what I say, even though the words are likely going to be up there as well. It's a morning of participation, of good fathering practice. Well, I'm a sacred soul. I'm a sacred soul. I'm a spiritual being. All right, I love it because now I get to do something else. All right, so I'll repeat with you. I'm a sacred soul, sacred soul. I'm a spiritual being, spiritual being. I'm living in a physical body. I'm living in a physical body. Oh, yes, I am. 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 And I am free. I am free. And I am happy. Oh, I am free. I am free. And I am happy. I am happy. I am free. Oh, I am happy. I'm unlimited. I'm unlimited. I'm unlimited. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Good beginning. Let's do it one more time. A little more perky. Well, I'm a sacred soul. I'm a sacred. I'm a spiritual being. Spiritual. I'm a living in a physical body. I'm living in a physical. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, I am. Well, I am, and I am free. And I am happy. Yes, I am free. And I am happy. I am free. And I am happy. I'm unlimited. I'm unlimited. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I believe you. I believe you. And now this. The sparks are flying.
Am I on? All right. Unity of the Oaks. Oh, wait a minute. Good morning. I am Lucy. I lost my place. One of the members of the Unity of the Oaks prayer team. I will be available to pray with you after service if you really feel you need some prayer. Now, let's prepare for our time of meditation with the reading of the daily word. From the daily word, Father's Blessing, which occurred on June 16, 2024, as of today. The blessing is, the affirmation is, I bless my Father with loving thoughts of gratitude. Okay. Today I bless my Father and the father figures I have known with thoughts of love and appreciation. The man I call Father may or may not be related to me, but he has touched my life with love. I give thanks for those fatherly figures who selflessly gave their time and love to help me grow into the person I am today. Their demonstrations of patience showed me how to give others space and time. Their humor and lightheartedness taught me to not take myself too seriously. Their guidance and trust encouraged me to be independent and trust myself. I would not be the person I am today without the lessons of love and wisdom shared by my father. In so many ways, he gave me a strong foundation on which I built my life. I am grateful and blessed with all that he has given me. And from Matthew chapter 15, verse 4, honor your father.
I'll do this one time and then invite you to join me. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. So come on. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Two more. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am. Heart, please open wide, free the love I am inside. Heart, please open, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. So I invite you at this point to take a breath. Be present in your seat. Be aware of your feet, if you will, as they are on the floor, catching the vibration of the earth as it moves up in and through you, helping to clear things out and to create a place of balance. And if you would, just breathe into your heart and open up a channel, if you will. Just being aware that there's a connection. I'm going to share some words, some information, as you just hold your space in the heart, because I'm talking to your cells. I'm talking to the part of you that remembers a greater and more sweeping truth of who you truly are. It's not about the mind. It's about the heart being open and letting the cells go, I know that. In the expansive oneness, you are a direct element of the cosmic source, incarnated into this glorious earth plane. To remember, reawaken, and reclaim the whole truth of you and put it into conscious action in all your moments of living. As an infinite, energetic being, you were also here by choice to assist in facilitating the collective transformation of humanity in these early Aquarian age days. You are a divine spiritual being, living in a remarkable human physical body vehicle with complete access to the fluid world of emotion and a magnificent mind that easily makes manifest your every thought and every desire. With a host of unseen etheric support, as well as a personal source connection in the higher self, you are pioneering the conscious movement into fourth and fifth dimensional living. Connected with all of life in design and intent, you are being redirected towards living fully in the moment to become a willing and full expression of compassion, of gratitude, and of grace. You're designed for perfect health. You're designed for unwavering abundance with a host of dimensional tools and powers to live in oneness with all of life. You're destined to fully wake up in your own time in accordance with your free will choices to consciously live in the aligned vibration as a unique frequency in a world that is completely of your own design. You're unlimited, unequivocally loved and cherished, filled with incessant wonder and imagination, fully capable of complete self-care and unconditional love through your self-cleansing and self-repairing energy bodies. So in a word, you are magnificent. I invite you to let that in. And then let it do its work. And we'll sing our way out of this. I mean, into it. Repeat after me. Every step I take, it's the best one. Come on. Every step I take is the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Life will keep a rolling if I just keep a knowing. Life will keep a rolling if I just keep a knowing that I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. Every step I take, it's the best one. Here we go. Every step I take, it's the best one. Every move I make, it's the best one. Come on now. Every move I make, it's the best one. Life will keep rolling if I just keep a knowing. Here we go. Life will keep a rolling if I just keep a knowing that I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. I'm always on the bright side, the sunny light side. Here we go. Big chorus. Sunshine, sunshine. I'm always in sunshine. I make my own sunshine. Badu, 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 badu. Okay, so be in your space now. If you want to keep your eyes closed and not witness, then please do so. Or give me your eyes back, and we'll make the connection here this morning. I am delighted to be here. This is the third iteration of Unity of the Oaks that I've had the privilege to be a part of. It was back in the time when it was actually under the mighty oak there down the street. And then it was at the, it wasn't the Oddfellows Hall, it was the Masonic Temple. I loved how we used to come in early and then sneak into the back and, no, I'm sorry, we didn't. No, that never happened. And then to come over here and let go of that and to be here. This is a beautiful space that you've created. I love it. And to walk down the long hall to come in and then to open up to all of this and to see some familiar faces. Most of all, I'm just delighted to be here. Now, Father's Day. Yay, yes, I'm a father. And the word was my daughter was going to accompany us coming here, but it worked out that it didn't work out. So, have to be flexible and allow what is to be what is. So, in the spirit of that vibration of that one, she is standing, sitting somewhere in this room at this point, and I appreciate her for that. So when I thought of the idea of doing something for Father's Day, I had multiple ideas about where to go with it, because it actually is a pretty sizable subject. There's a lot going on under the moniker of father. First of all, I thought of, okay, at the point of incarnation, in other words, when we come into the world, we have access to the male and female, the father and mother that lives within us, and it's part of our design. And I thought, boy, that would be fun to explore. And then I went, well, I don't know, it's a little maybe too esoteric or whatever. And then I went, okay, the next thing would be then, sorry, you'd think I'd know what I was thinking at the time. The second one was to look at my own father and my experience at my point of incarnation and how that unfolded in the early years. So if I was into doing tears and all that stuff, I could tell that story. And we could look at those elements of what we came into with the support or perhaps the lack of support that was there at that time. And I thought, this is Sunday and it's a Father's Day, so let's keep it in a very different frequency. We can go to Trader Joe's and talk in the parking lot about the other parts. The other part was to look at my own capacity to father myself and provide self-care that transcends anything that happens on the outside. Now, I thought that was interesting. That could be playful, but then there were other possibilities that came up too. We could look at, I used to be real involved in the men's movements back in the 80s and all of those elements that started to look at how men were influenced by culture, by society, by family, and how that turned out in this last 2,000 years of what they call the Piscean times. But I also thought, what about the women in the room? Because we could go in and look at how that has been as well. So I set that one aside. Then I looked at that point in time when at age 39, I entered, and I'm probably going to cry all through this thing, but to enter that moment where I was taking on fatherhood. I thought I was just getting married, but surprise, we have a child coming. It's like, how did that happen? It's like silly. Of course we know how it happened, but it was a lot. That took me back to that place of what I grew up in, and then I got to start to look at what a father does. And I could go from that point in time and what I felt and the moments of devoting myself with trepidation and being afraid of that moment and if I would do it right or if I would do it like I was shown or taught. And then I could carry the rest of the journey out and my daughter and I could sing songs about the times we had together. That was a possibility. And the other was just to talk about the idea of the journey it takes to bring balance back to the inner father and to remind myself of how my own self-care is so critical, especially in these times. So I said, that's what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I could sit up here and I could speak and do all these things, or we could sing, we could take ideas and reinforce them through the vibration and the music and the intent. And we could also, and I'm not sure if they're here, I sent last night at 12:45 all the notes for the talk that could have, had I gotten them early, been up here. But they may not be, so that means I'll be adjusting and we'll have to do some statements that I think are incredibly potent. And I'll feed you a little and you'll repeat. So in other words, I'm asking you to participate in your experience of your self-care and fathering. And once again, everything that I'm doing up here is meant to go deeper and meant to be felt on levels that the mind kind of has forgotten about, perhaps. So I have to ask, are you willing to participate? All right. Then let's go. This is going to be fun. I love it. The papers are just flying everywhere. That's that brand new slick paper. So it was, like I said, I was 39 when my daughter came into the world. Or when I got married, and shortly thereafter, my daughter came into the world. And although this song was written while I was moving towards that, I did my best to look forward into what could have been and what did end up to be so. So this is a song called Father. So I wanted to address the kind of the Father's Day energy with a song about being a father. And this is the only full-length song I'll do. So it starts out with a child, which would have been Gabriela, saying, "Roses are red and violets are blue. In the whole wide world, there's no dad like you." See, I wrote the song. I can have her say that. So finally, I get it. Right, I get it. So here's what happened. The Sandman has nabbed you right here in my arms. The tie's on the table right next to your card. And I hold your small fingers and I brush your sweet face. Your breathing is all I hear. Those cufflinks you gave me, they're somewhere, they're lost. The cologne in the football is broken and tossed. And the shaving cream's dried up. And your cards I've misplaced. But your love, my child, is here. Whoa, the gifts they come, all gifts they go. But this love we live, it just fills my soul. And my favorite part of every Father's Day is when you crawl in my lap and I hear you say, "Father," she would have been singing this, "I love you. Well, I love you more than Mighty Mouse and Superman too. I love you more than comic books or toys brand new. Yeah, I love you so much. I love you so true. Father, I love you. Sweet little child, my innocent one. Precious these moments, yes, everyone. Gift after gift, year after year. My child, I'll always be here. All those gifts come and gifts may go, but there's love we live. It just fills my soul. And now my favorite part of every Father's Day is when I crawl, you crawl in my lap, I crawl in your lap, and I hear you say, "Father, I love you, yes. I love you more than Mighty Mouse and Superman too. I love you more than comic books and toys brand new. I love you so much. I love you so true. Father, I love you. So to take the moment and to allow ourselves, one, to reflect if indeed we chose to be fathers as the men in the group, but we know by now that mothering includes fathering. So we've all got a taste of it, and that's why today is about stocking and rebuilding that vibration so that we can go out not only in the world to be a fathering energy, but also to make sure we bring it home to ourselves. So I went online, yep, and then went into my own life and thought about, okay, what are some of the components of fathering that would be useful for me to know in order to take care of myself? So I came up with a list of 7, although there were probably 70, 700, 7,000, depending upon each person that we're talking to. But there's a couple here that I think were useful, and I had songs to support some of them too. So one of the things is provide care and support. That seems pretty obvious. Does it happen? Well, in my life, no. In the early days, oops, it wasn't there. So I said that's pretty important for me now to provide that care and support for myself. And also in the same idea is to provide safety and protection. Not because mothers are not able to do that, because physically in design, a lot of times the fathers are more able to take care of business in that form if it's necessary. Another thing I said is to witness others into wholeness, to have a father there. And I'm making this up because there wasn't anything there, but I'm making up the idea to stand here and hold the vision that I see before me of that precious child. So do I go and look into the mirror and see within me that holiness, that child self, and hold that gaze enough to remind that one there of his or her magnificence? Another element that I thought was important was to listen with an open heart. Doesn't always happen. I've got a song that I would have done had I followed the personal path track today. It was called Wounded. And the things that happened in the name of those who honestly loved us and said they did, and sometimes it worked out that way, but it left behind some debris. But to be listened to with an open heart. So I'm just going to be even more transparent at the moment. I didn't listen to my daughter this morning. My agenda was to get the Thousand Oaks and to get it as efficiently as possible. She had some things that were necessary for her to do, and I had some resistance because my focus was elsewhere. I didn't listen to her. Would I have invited her to do some other things and handle it differently? Of course. One thing I could have done is hold on to those for a minute while I just witnessed and heard her. And then with that information, hopefully find a way to negotiate so that she'd be standing here with me. Didn't happen. Amen. The next thing was provide clear guidance and promote willingness to make decisions and choice. Kind of similar, but isn't it nice to ask dear old dad what's up and have them direct? I think it is. And I've done my best to be there for that. The challenge, though, as many of you might know, sometimes the perspective that dad has isn't necessarily the one that the child is open to. Move on. Facilitate human life skills into action. Fatherhood is about the solar plexus. It's about the part of our body, the chakra that is there to have power, take action, and put things into motion, make decisions, make choice, and to be able to do that. So as a father, to facilitate either my offspring or anyone that I'm in contact with, the capacity to go ahead and do that kind of stuff, take action. A lot of people wait. A lot of people hold on. A lot of people don't get the things that were right there to do. So as a good father for self, I would invite myself to step into it and see what's there at the very least, and then make a clear decision about it. And finally was to be as authentic as I possibly could. Now that's a loaded thing there, because authentic is interpreted by everyone. I can be incredibly authentic and everyone around me is going, dude, and nobody's getting my authenticity. So I have to pay attention to what goes on around to get clues and information to be able then to adjust and go, okay, I hear you. And it looks like I made a mistake. And to be able to do that provides the authenticity that my inner child self yearns for. I'm starting to think that someone's going to need to tell me when time's up, because there's always so much to share. Okay. I mentioned the solar plexus a moment ago. I don't know how many of you are into like chakras and other energetic elements of our design, but if you are, then this could be common information for you. And so we're going to take advantage of knowing that this area just below the rib cage is a very potent area in terms of us showing up in the moments of living. So I've got 5 statements that are going to appear right. Don't have them. Perfect. So if I'd gotten it done and been authentic yesterday, then I would have, okay. So I'm just going to invite you to repeat after me. In all my moments, I easily make and take action on decisions. Take a breath. I am a powerful being. All my knowledge, my skills, my talents, my capabilities are available to me at any time. Take a breath. On all levels, in all dimensions, and in all my energy bodies, I now release the energetic residue of anger, of power, control, used by others on me, used by me on others, or used by me upon myself. I now stand clearly and cleanly in my own power, confident, safe, willing to make decisions and to take action for the highest good of all involved. And so it is. 2 more. I easily set and maintain strong boundaries. To stay in my clear vibration of wholeness. And so it is. I am courageous, confident, clear, willing to be adventurous in this frequency. I live in the now with a trust of guidance and insight that consistently comes to me. And so it is. So we've empowered and worked up and given a nice workout in the morning to the solar plexus. I invite you to pay attention to how you take action today, sometimes in a situation that maybe you wouldn't have before, because that's how this works. The work is being done, your cells are realigning, or we're just having a conversation. It depends on what you choose to do. So I'm going to go to the Apache tradition for a particular chant that is about personal power and taking action. Hinda mea, chichayo. Hinda mea, chichayo. I know this will sound a little foreign to you, but it's just sounds. Hinda mea, chichayo. 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 Hinda hey. Hinda hey. Hinda hey. Yo. Hinda hey. Yo. Hinda mea, chichayo. 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 Hinda hey. Hinda hey. Hinda hey. Yo. Hinda hey. Yo. So we stand in that solar plexus frequency, standing and connected to the earth with the heavens above us, the earth below us. We move forth in action, and we nurture and nourish that part of ourselves and do a fine job of fathering that vibration. Okay, so from here, how we doing on time? 2 more hours? Great. Likely, you wouldn't be involved in a service like this or come to a frequency church like this unless you were in a higher vibration already. And by that I mean it's not an ego thing. It strictly is you are choosing to live in a frequency that honors life and honors the moment and follows the open heart and the love that is there in one way or another. So these days, you may have noticed, we had that brief interlude where we were told to go home and stay home. And for some, that was really annoying. And I will admit, I was in Arizona on a tour doing music out there with some Unity churches, and the word was that the border was going to be closed in California. And I thought, okay, I need to get home. So I drove through the night. And I had to go through Needles because I figured Needles was a place they were going to shut everything down because it's that kind of town. I showed up. Everything was open. I went home and unpacked and stayed in place. It didn't take long for me to realize that there was a bigger process going on for me. So I thought, you know what? I need to remember and reclaim who I really am. So I need time to sit and think about it. So for 3 years, I did. I wrote a bunch of music about it, and I went and stood in the places of where I had fallen short of what I thought is what I came in with as the newborn. Because whether you accept it or not, the template of who you have always been through eternity is carried every time we incarnate, and we have it accessible to us. Well, then there's a process of being told otherwise by culture, society, etc. But within it all, there's a place of knowing. And that brings you to places like this, to stand with higher frequency people, not because they're better. They are just simply in a frequency that resonates with you and supports that belief system and that living system. And that's critical. So I needed to go home and stay there for a while until I felt comfortable looking in the mirror again. And I carried so much judgment of self for so long. And I've been a New Age guy forever. So I thought, what's there? What's there that's a problem? But I found a lot. that didn't honor not only those that I was around, but honor the truth of me. So out of it, I started listening for, we'll just call them celestial high-frequency statements. So something came in, I wrote it, put it into song. So I'm leading up to the point that we're going to say some. Some of them are a little bit lengthy, and they would have been, had I just gotten it done in the day before, there for us to read. But it's actually better because we get to feel it in the heart, hear it, and then we'll speak it out. And once again, the voice involved puts it into actual manifestation process. If we don't claim it by speaking it, it is less than as a vibration. We're going to say that the cosmos listens and it waits for guidance and information. And when we call it out with our name and claim it, we're going to go ahead and the forces will come forth to make it so. Certainly worth practicing, see if it works. So here we go. I am a spiritual being having a human experience in a physical body. I carry within me the deep knowing that I have all my tools, my skills, and my capacities as that spiritual being available to me at any time. I consciously choose to call them forth and act from them. In the state of infinite transcendent living, I carry the ongoing template of I am that I am, expressing as me, to call upon and live from at any now moment. So it is. All right, another one. Life is trustworthy. The more I live as if, then the more it delivers the trusting experience. The events and people brought into my altar of awareness are part of an orchestrated flow of just what will amplify my awareness, clear debris, deliver exactly what I need to remember who I am by design. I remain open to the forms and bless them for arriving at just the right time and the perfect time. So it is. One more. My heart center, is the fulcrum of my earthly incarnation. And as such, I choose to live fully and constantly from that sacred space. In so doing, I allow the foundational love frequency to be the filter of all my moments. And so it is. So I invite you to allow what has occurred here to just go in. It's not a matter of trying to figure any of it out, not a matter of thinking of, well, if I believe with that or whatever, just allow and trust your inner resources to take what you are ready to take. Call and response. I am love. I am love. And love flows to me. I got to put it together. Hold on. I'm love. And love flows to me. I am love. Repeat. And love flows to me. I am love. And love flows through me. I am love. and love flows through me. I am love, and love flows from me. I am love, and love flows from me. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am love to me. Love flows to me. I am love through me, and love flows through me. I am love from me. Love flows from me. I am, I am, I am, I am. And in all I do, come on, and in all I do, I shall give love. I shall give love. And in all I see, and in all I see, I will breathe love. And in all I see, I will breathe love. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I am love too, and love flows to me. I am love through, love flows through me. I am love from, and love flows from me. I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. I don't know if you noticed, but at the supermarket sometimes, used to be we could get eye contact with folks. It seems to be less and less opportunity for us to just stop for a moment. So, from the point of view of this song, regardless of what I get as feedback, I'm going to put it out there. Why not? Because vibration is picked up and felt, and it amplifies a deeper truth no matter who it is. I'm still working on the freeways about how to do that. Whew. I love going 95 miles an hour. It's pretty amazing. I'm sorry, I'm processing the drive down. Okay, we're almost down to the last point here. We good? Should I have stopped right there? Okay. There we go. 7 minutes. All right. Okay. One of the most potent vehicles that we use, we do it in unity all the time. We give gratitude. We give thanks. It comes from the open heart. And without the open heart, it falls flat, even though it's a great idea, but the juice isn't there. So we open the heart to give the gratitude. So I say, there's so much to be grateful for. Appreciate your inner and outer world. Above you, allow yourself to see the big picture, stepping away from the limited reactions to your moments. There's oh so much more. You certainly deserve to be the loving recipient of all that is meant for you. Let gratitude be a process that opens you up in profoundly spiritual ways. Soon you will become more compassionate, more empathetic, friendlier, more peaceful, more loving, and more aware, and just overall more cool. This will open the door to grace, the flow of the blessed love upon you. So be grateful, practice, then be more grateful. This is your new way of being. Enjoy. Enjoy it. Repeat after me. I give great thanks for the God source that forms ye all that is. I am blessed richly by knowing my unity with the I am that expresses uniquely through me. In this sea of gratitude, I see God in everything, holding no expression over another, embracing all visions and all knowings as my own, celebrating the great unification in each thought, in each breath, in each word. And so it is. I give great thanks for the capacity to take good care of myself. I am very grateful for the inner and outer support that I receive to take care of my needs first. I give that a moment because sometimes it's, what are you talking about? My needs first. I'm just saying. That way your reservoir is filled up and you can show up for others in an incredibly authentic way that is very different than what I experienced this morning. I didn't say that. Please take that off the, no. All right. I celebrate how easy it is to replenish my own supply and be a fountain to others. I easily practice self-care in all I think, all I say, all I do. And finally, I am grateful for the frequency of the vibration that puts idea into action, that analyzes, that decides, and initiates production. Deep gratitude for the organizing male vibration that moves me into conscious manifestation. And you know I'm talking about the receptive side as the feminine energy coming up through the earth, and the expressive energy is going out as solar frequencies out into the world to take action. They blend and need one another in order to make the moments what we intend. So as we call them and use them, the body aligns through the meridians, the energetic system, all the cells. They get in step with the true vibration of who we are. And that is why we're playing around this morning and saying all these really big words. Okay, finally. I've got a pretty significant proclamation that I'm going to ask you to make. Do know that when you set this proclamation into motion, things happen in alignment with the truth of who you are. The invitation then is to pay attention to the nuances of how life shows up, because it will come sometimes like a whisper and sometimes like looks like a brand new Tesla going really fast behind. So you're saying the situation you never know, but we're going to do everything we can to stay in the place of balance. I'm going to ask you in the beginning to speak your birth name as you claim this. The birth name carries a frequency. It's the template of your design for eternity, if you will. It is also the vehicle that puts a cocoon of safety and light around you. And it can have debris. If you were called, like for my name, Mark Stanton Welch, if the only time you heard your full name was when you were in trouble as a kid. There's a little debris there, but it'll pass quickly. So I invite you to be willing. We're going to all say it together, so it's not that you're going to stand out. If you do come from another culture where there are many names, I invite you to go there, because too many have had to surrender their history because they were forced to take on a new name. My grandfather came from Greece. His name was Nicholas Tisamis. In 1909, he came through Ellis Island. And they said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am Nicholas Tisamis from Olympus, Greece." And they went, "What?" "Hold on." And so they chatted, and they say, "Well, we're going to call you Nick James." Greece was set in the background. Nick James became a hitman in San Francisco, because that's kind of what the name sounds like. Was Grandpa an amazing person? Absolutely. But a piece of him was set aside when he came. So the invitation now is to allow the fullness of your history to be present in cooperation. So I'm going to say I, and then you're going to speak your full name. So take a breath. Be aware of your feet. Be aware of your heart. And be aware of the cosmos that's sending high vibration through you. Here we go. I, Mark Stanton Welch, now fully remember my point of incarnation into this life. I easily recall my purposes, my desires, my learnings, my yearnings, my work, my relationships, my past lives. I invite and embrace the expanded state of knowing how this universe works. My relationship with Source, my expanded state of knowing, my senses and capabilities, my multidimensional selves, my guides, my teachers, the etheric beings aligned to my frequency, my skills and talents. I know that at any time, I can revisit that entry point and set new intentions that will be made manifest in my current life. I celebrate the ongoing flow and the continuity of my I am that I am, expressing as me, and completely support my soul's unique journey in this human physical body with unconditional love, with compassion, with empathy. In this flow, I allow life to feed me and bring forth a grand adventure that births the whole of me in all my moments. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. The reprogramming has been completed. All right. So I'm going to end with a little tune here, although this is time for offering.
Is it on? Oh, it is on. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Mark, so much. I am Jules, your board member of the day. Here's our mission, if you will please read it with me. Unity of the Oaks is a loving, accepting, and heart-centered spiritual community here to be love in action, to encourage personal growth, awaken spiritual curiosity, and transform lives. I think it says, if you would like to bless us with a love offering, we have several ways for you to give. In the seat in front are envelopes for cash or check. Make sure to please include your name if you'd like record for your donation. You'll also find our text to give information, and at any time you can visit our website to give. If you've given electronically, please bless the basket, then pass it along. Now let's take a moment to focus our attention on our giving heart. As we feel the abundance of receiving, we visualize the mission statement coming to life. Now please join me in the love offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. We are most grateful for all of your contributions to our community as we grow it with lots of events and classes, which is what Layla is going to tell you all about.
Hello, it's a busy week. Get your midweek meditation fix Wednesday night at 7. This one is with Jack Lee and special guest Renee Folsey. Reverend Sherry James is a metaphysical Bible scholar and will be teaching a 4-week class starting Thursday evening, July 11th on Zoom. Space is filling up, but the more the merrier. Sign up is in the back. There is a suggested love offering of $15 per class. The service outreach is having a meeting on July 14th after the service. Grab some goodies from hospitality and join them. Save the date. Reverend Sherry and Rick are hosting a movie night at their house on July 14th featuring Meet the Robinsons. The time is still to be decided, but keep a lookout for more information soon. You can still sign up for the 11-day Italy trip with Reverend Blair Tabor and his wife, Meredith. If you are interested, check out the brochure in the back for more details. This information can also be found in the email newsletter we send out each week, so make sure that you are signed up. And now I have some thank yous, and a big, big thank you to Mark Stanton Welch for being with us today. Thank you for Tommy for filling in for Rick and for the slides. And a huge thank you to Grace for a wonderful evening of paint and sip. Reverend Sherry said it was a blast, and everyone had a great time learning to paint their greeting cards. We are excited to watch Reverend Sherry receive a blessing with the rest of the newly ordained ministers at Unity Village tomorrow. There is information and a link in your e-letter if you'd like to watch. Thank you to everyone who has signed up to volunteer for the tea party. We are so grateful. Just a few announcements regarding the tea party. If you would like to sign up to bring baskets for auction, let Jane know, and there's sign-ups in the back. Also, there is a $20 love offering, but some folks are donating extra, so if you or someone you know needs some more support, speak to Reverend Sherry. We still need some folks to volunteer to be ambassadors. Donna does the best job, but we don't want to burn her out. After we listen to our prayer announcement, sing our peace song, and our prayer for protection, please join us for fellowship and goodies.
All right. I do want to take a moment just to invite you to visit a table at the back of the room with words, music, all kinds of stuff that would support a lot of the stuff we did today. So if it speaks to you on any level, I know CDs have become a thing in the past and are actually pretty cool coaster sets these days. But we have them, and I also have flash drives of MP3 files that you can use if you want the music. Appreciate that, if you will. So a long time ago, probably 6 years, I got an email that said, work as if you don't need the money. Love as if you've never been hurt. Obviously, I forgot the next one. It's in the song, though. So I thought, well, this is great, but it needs to be finished. So I went ahead, and hopefully I'll have the remembrance of doing it here. So I want to invite you to do this song. You show up in the moment as if, and that makes all the difference. I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money. Come on. I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money. Love as if I've never been hurt. Come on. Love as if I've never been hurt. Dance as if no one's watching. Dance as if no one is watching. Sing as if I know I won't be heard. Come on now. Sing as if I know I won't be heard. I have this moment, come on. I have this moment to be the all I am, to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. What's done is now behind me. I feel myself expand, feel myself expand. I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money. Come on now. Gonna work as if I don't need the money. Love as if I've never been hurt. Love as if I've never been hurt. Dance as if no one's watching. Dance as if no one is watching. Sing as if I know. Sing as if I know I won't be heard. I have this moment. I have this moment to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. I feel myself expand, feel myself expand. One more time, I'm gonna work as if I don't need the money. Love as if I've never been hurt. Love as if I've never been hurt. Dance as if no one's watching. Dance as if no one is watching. Sing as if I know. Sing as if I know I won't be heard. I got this moment. I got this moment to be the all I am. I've got this moment to be the all I am. What's done is now behind me. What's done is now behind me. What's done is now behind me. I feel myself expand. I feel myself expand. Oh, yeah. Oh. Praise be.
Our prayer chaplain will be available to pray with you after the service in the room to your immediate left. If you see that they are with someone, just leave your name on the post-it note on the door and they'll come find you shortly. We also have a prayer box in the back, or you can email your prayer request during the week to prayer@unityoftheoaks.org. All of the prayers that come into Unity of the Oaks receive 30 days of prayer. Thank you for joining us today.
So I believe we're going to stand for this. Will you stand for this? Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment in peace eternally. And let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Woo! We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. Presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. All the power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us wherever we are. God is, God is, God is.